Welcome to Homefront Sit Rep with Willis
and Megs. Don't forget about Blaze.
We're just a couple of veterans having a good time talking about what's on our minds.
And maybe yours.
You can find us on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify.
Or wherever you find your favorite podcasts.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Megan, you doing all right?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing out my back door.
Nice. I love it. All right, so we're doing an impromptu live, everybody. We're just coming on here, just having a chit-chat, and just talking about what's on our mind, maybe what's on your mind.
Perhaps maybe not.
Maybe not. We might have a surprise guest or two. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
But yeah, if you're watching, please leave a comment. I'm going to share these. I'm going to share it. I did share the other link a minute ago, but I'm just going to share it anyway.
Yeah, like he said, this is total impromptu, so I'm not sure if he remembered to eat his crayon right before starting the session, but just give him a minute. He'll be all right.
I did eat my crayons.
Oh.
I'm just sharing.
Okay.
Just to make sure we get it out.
I'm just saying, I give you credit. You're typically a little bit quicker than this, but that's okay.
Well, I shared the YouTube link before we went live. Now I'm sharing.
See, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, because I'm good like that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a little surprised. I was like, I don't, but anyone that's just now tuning in, they don't know what you're talking about either.
Yeah.
So
and hopefully we'll get watching, and we can have some impromptu call-ins, maybe, or of that nature. And I'm gonna set my little tripod thing up here beside me so I can the comments. Hey, there's Doc. What's up, Doc?
That's what I was trying to figure out, Mr. Willis. So I could. What comment should I be following under than what can be put up here?
We can put anything up.
No, meaning so we don't miss anybody, because those that listened the other night, we missed you.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't share to, I've only gone live in our the public page.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That way we don't miss any comments.
Awesome. Look at you thinking. You did eat your crayon. I'm so proud.
I did. I swear. I did. My red crown. So I'm excited. All right, Doc. Doc, how are you doing today, sir? See, that works out good, Megan. I got my phone right here.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. I was just trying to figure out where to look. his wheel. But since you've got it on that, you'll be able to just blip them on, right?
Yeah, and then plus I can see Doc over here too. So hopefully I can see all the comments here. The only one that I'm kind of worried about is maybe the YouTube channel. I don't know if they'll come here. Hoping they do, but we'll see. Doc is having a tough week trying to make it through. Brother, Megan and myself are here for you. All you gotta do is call us. You know that.
We are one phone call away, and we are a very short distance drive away. So, either one of us would be there in no time flat. So,
Oh yeah, sure. For sure. Megan, I can hear you breathing, dear.
but I like the stairs.
What is that? You said
The Adam Sandler, Fatty McGee. But I
yeah.
like the stairs.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. That way we
I'm
don't
still
hear
figuring.
yeah,
Still figuring it out. We'll get
we
it. We'll
both
get it.
are.
Yeah.
We're both figuring it out. That's her. Doc says that's her Bob. Laugh out loud. Doc's coming in with jokes.
Wow, he's coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Guys, welcome to the show. If you're watching, leave a comment. We got 3 people watching at the present moment in time. Leave a comment, say hi. We can say hi back to you. We might, like I said, we might have some surprise guests. We got some things in the works that me and Megan are super excited about. We do have a new partner, new sponsor, Talents. So you can go to www.talenttalents.com. Chris Hawks, amazing guy. He came on and is sponsoring us. He's the one that came up with our intro and outro video, and I think they're super freaking amazing. Um, exactly, I just kind of gave him an idea of what we wanted, and he put it together. And man, I tell you what, it's awesome. So, Chris, if you're watching and if you want to come on, let me know, and we'll bring you on, Chris. I might shoot him a text because I know he said something about maybe coming on. Uh,
I also want to just say, like, he was super easy to work with because it's like, Willis came up to him with a little bit of what he had, and then like, first off, I loved almost all of it right off the bat. But the tiniest little thing was, I said, "This is me being absolutely nitpicky," and he said, "Nope, not a problem, easy peasy." So super easy to work with, which is not always easy to find with amazing people like that can do the type of stuff that he's been doing. So.
yeah, definitely. I'm gonna shoot him a text real quick, and see if he wants to come on. So yeah, if you're out there and watching us, leave a comment, talk to us because that's what we're here for. Oh, not good, Doc. I don't even know if I want to share that comment. Uh, man, that dude, Doc, I'm so sorry, bro. Oh, dude, nothing like losing a fur baby, man. Yeah. Or no, Oliver's the horse. Never mind. Oliver's
Yeah,
the horse.
I was about to say,
No, I did not know that. Yeah. I know you said he was having some issues. Um, that's dude, Doc. That's sad, bro.
uh, yeah, I don't know what to say because I remember what it's like, you know.
Yeah. So Oliver's the horses out there at Savvy Wind's farm. He's one of the horses out there. Uh,
If you've ever been around a horse, like really, really have been around them, like it hits you different than a dog or a cat or anything like that. Not that none of those aren't important as well, as mine's being a jackass in the background right now. His name is Jack, by the way. But But to have a horse, is it's just completely different.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Doc, man, I do apologize. I know Oliver and the horses out there mean a lot to you and you do a lot with them out there, man. Um, God, that's sad. That is oh man. I don't even want to think about it. I can understand why you're having a long week, Doc. Um, that's crazy. Well, Megan, how was your day, my dear?
Well, any day I get with my girls, although sadly only had one today, is always a good time. So that was good. It ended up being a mama and Mo day. So um, yeah, it was cool. Sometimes it's nice having that one on one with like your children
Yeah,
separated. I think. I mean, obviously, I love them to death, and I love being around both of them equally. I really genuinely do because they are so different. They're just keeping you on your toes. But no, it was a good day with Mo, and did some kind of little bit of podcasty homework and trying to get things situated so that when we can get things hopefully in a line and things are good to go, we're just like our schedule just keeps getting bigger and bigger
yeah.
and bigger. So
I mean, I'm excited about that.
no, I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm just saying at the same time, I always like to let everybody know that Willis and I do very much take to heart as to who we bring on here.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, a lot of what you don't see during a podcast is all the text messages and phone calls that Willis is making when I can get my ass out of bed. I'm making, things like that. But that's what we do just to make sure we're not bringing just willy nilly anybody on here. So
yeah. So some upcoming things that we got upcoming. Let me open up my calendar here. We have some good things coming, and I'm super excited about some of the things that we got coming up. Um, I'll move this over here. That way I can see. Uh, so October the 8th, we have Alan Smith. He's with Crux Distillery. So Southern Cross Bourbon. We talked about that the other day. He's coming on. Now, Alan, let me tell you, when I say this guy's got a story, oh my Lord, does he have a story? I'm gonna show his bio, Megan, uh, just because when I tell you his story, holy cow, man! Let me tell you. Um, all right, so I'm gonna share his bio. All right, so Alan Smith is his name. All right, so exploration, adventure, firefighting, political, documentary, military, book author, adoption, growing up, working in Hollywood, discovering birth parents. So he's born in California as a dumpster baby. Um, so he got into um, movies as a child actor. So like Gunsmoke, Medical Center, Brady Bunch, Rockford Files. Uh, yeah, so you can pretty much read here. He's done a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He joined the military. Um, let's see. Yeah, he's man. I tell you what, he's got a friggin' book here, bro. Let me tell you. Uh, he's a Marine or so child actor, U.S. Marine, firefighter, paramedic, high altitude FFPM specialized rescue, expedition and military production company, traveled to over 80 countries, Mount Everest. When I tell you he's done a little bit of this and a little bit of that, he's done. So he's going to be on Monday, and I think that's going to be a friggin' awesome um, awesome podcast episode, just because of who he is and stuff like that. So, um, excited about that. So, yeah, so that's coming up. What I say this Sunday, I believe. Uh, where is so yeah, that's coming up Sunday the 8th, and then Monday the 9th we have. Ooh, I'm excited about this one too, Megan. Kentucky Valor. Don't know what Kentucky Valor is. As of 2018, there was a law that was passed. Whatever your job was in the military, whether you telecommunications, logistics, supply, whatever, uh, that job skill was translatable to a civilian sector job. That's where Kentucky Valor comes into play. Members of active duty military that are transitioning out can get involved with Kentucky Valor. They travel all over the country, so not just Kentucky, but they will travel all over the country, uh, and they will help you take your um, military training and translate that to civilian. So, example, they had one guy that was getting out. He was in supply. He was like the logistics guy, like high up in the military. Um, they were trying to find. He was trying to find a job. He got offered just a warehouse position at some company, and he got involved with Kentucky Valor. And Kentucky Valor's like, "No, this guy, led troops in, made sure troops had all their stuff and everything." So he wound up becoming their main logistics guy of the whole company. So I'm definitely excited about that. Uh, Nikki, and Molly will be on Monday. That will be a live. We're going to do live with Kentucky Valor, so I'm super excited about that. Then we have on the 15th, we have
Real
Wade.
quick on that.
Yes, ma'am.
I've actually been fortunate enough to have some similar to what Kentucky Valors have, and it is they do such a phenomenal job that these organizations that do this or anything like that, that they literally break it down party style for colleges, and it makes it so much easier to like knock off a lot of your college credits if you're looking to go back to school or anything like that. They really make almost a civilian friendly type of resume. So again, like he was talking about, if you were like an NCO leader, you were at least a, minor supervisor, or something like that. If you were, yeah, and they would work their way all the way up. So whatever rank you achieved, or however many people had underneath you, it's written well that it applies to the civilian world. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for that. And if you're watching out there, say hello. If you're out there watching in internet land, Facebook land, YouTube, say hello. So yeah, and then on Sunday, October the 15th, we got Warrior or Wayward Warrior Ranch. It's an equine facility in Virginia. So we're excited about that. Megan, you're smoking. You need Megan, you're smoking. You need more lube. Oh, shoot
Don't
ball.
get me started, Doc. Jeez.
So yeah, we'll have Wayward Warrior Ranch. His name, we're just going to call him East. That's what he wants to go by. So we're just going to call him East. Um, and then, oh, this one here is super cool. Monday, October the 16th. We are going to have Hero Strong founder on, David Rubin. Hero Strong, if you don't know what that is, it's on Facebook, it's everywhere. What they do is they celebrate military and first responders. They travel the country doing all kinds of things. It's a big movement. Google Hero Strong. I'm telling you, it's a big movement. David Rubin is an amazing guy. Um, so yeah, if you, I don't know where that comment came from, but uh, that Doc said, I don't know where he typed it at, but yeah. So we'll have Hero Strong on, and then October the 22nd. This is going to be fun. What wrong, Megan? What? Uh-oh, whoa. You're muted. You're muted.
You and I did not catch what he was attempting to do, and yeah, that wasn't meant necessarily to be. So, anyway,
Oh,
anyways, anyone that knows Doc, myself, and Willis, we are like three peas in a pod, and we recently added the fourth Michelle. But
yes.
I'm just saying, just ignore that last little bit. It's live. We can't get rid of it anyway. So
Yep.
don't worry about that. That's all I gotta
Don't
say.
worry about it.
Everything's good.
Hey, let's do reverse. All right. So Sunday, October the 22nd, we have comedian, veteran Jamie Utley on. Google Jamie Utley. He is friggin' phenomenal, hilarious. We had Brandon Johnson on a while back, and I think we're going to have to bring him back on now that we're doing video. Um, Comedians are friggin' hilarious. Me and Megan, we almost peed our pants that day when we had Brandon on. So
Oh,
I
I
think,
am wearing some form of pad, depends, something next time. Cause or a special guest might have to make an appearance. I don't know, but
yeah.
stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Um, and then Monday, October 23rd, uh, we have Norm. I call him Norm. I went to high school with him, played football with him. He joined the army. He is a certified hypnotherapist. So Megan might get hypnotized.
He's convinced that he's gonna get me to quack like a chicken, and I'm like, hey, if my mom were on, you know what she'd say?
What?
She might not quack like a chicken, but she sure as hell walks like a duck in those damn cowboy boots.
So Aaron Cornett, he served in the army. He lives down in Tennessee now. Um, he was in medical field for veterans. So we're gonna have him on and talk about what he's doing, get his story. Like I said, I went to high school with him. I knew him a long time ago. We lost connection because of military. And uh, I've been friends with him on Facebook for I don't know how long, but I follow him and he does hypnotherapy. Um, he's not active and he's not looking for active patients right now, but you never know what'll happen in the future. So that's all the way up to Monday, October the 23rd. Then Sunday, October the 29th, you can count on the Colonel will be here. Carl
Count
Truman,
on the Colonel.
Carl Truman will be on here. Um, so yeah, we're excited about that. Hopefully we can get the Colonel to uh, sponsor our podcast. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
I mean, just throw it out there whenever you can. Why not?
Oh, I'll throw it out there. Carl's amazing.
No. Carl's a good guy. I wasn't saying
Yeah,
it that. I wasn't saying that towards Carl Truman. I was just saying in general. We've been very fortunate to have some people. That's where I was joking with that. Is just all of a sudden, just from listening to the podcast, we didn't even ask for anything,
yeah,
and they're stepping up. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, if you want to help out, these rings and different equipments, they get better, or they get worse, or they fail, or whatever. But I just love that Willis and I have been doing the best we can to kind of look out for each other and get what we need. And
yeah.
for example, for me to be able to just stay home tonight on my back deck is kind of helpful for me with some of the stuff that I deal with. So just little stuff it like
Just
that.
little stuff like that.
Just little stuff like that.
And then on Monday, October 30th, guys, if you like podcasts and you like veterans, go check out Triple Threat Vets podcast. There's four guys there, and they are friggin' hilarious. We are in talks with Triple Threat, the Misfit Nation, and a couple other podcasts. We're going to do what we call a veteran roundtable. So we're going to have them guys on from each different podcast. We're all going to be online here, and we're just going to be taking call-ins. We're going to be taking answering questions. We're going to talk about current events, former events. So yeah, that's going to be. I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing.
And we're gonna have a follow-up question for Al about what still pisses him off.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to find the answer to that question, go to their podcast, check it out. It was that's basically how that episode started. Is what pisses you off, and
Yeah.
you take a listen to what Al has to say.
And then, so as of right now, Sunday, November the 5th, we don't have anything. Now, Monday, November the 6th, we have Mr. Cletus Evans from the Marine Corps League, Toys for Tots, Bikes or Bus with Q103.1, and Coil Chevrolet in Clarksville or New Albany. I can't remember. So they will have at the UAW Hall on Fern Valley Road. And then over in Indiana at the dealership, they'll have Q103 up on the scissors lifts. And they'll be getting bikes and stuff coming in for children in the area for Toys for Tots. So that's pretty cool.
And if you've ever had the fortune of meeting Cletus, you would know that that list really goes and because he's just one of those guys who's just amazing. And I don't think he's probably met a person that doesn't go, I might have a penny on me, but here you go, because that sounds like more, like he's just, it's not like he's asking for it. He has so much passion in what he does that you can't help but want to get on board, is basically what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So if you're online watching, right now we have 3 listeners. I know one of them's Doc. Nobody else has chimed in yet. Say hello. Come talk to us. That's what we're here for. We want to answer questions. If you got questions, I want to throw a shout out to our sponsor. I'm going to play that real quick. So I'm going to throw our sponsor's video out there real quick. Be right back.
Owner of Talents here, and I just want to say that we are ecstatic to be a major sponsor of Homefront Sit Rep, a community that is ran by veterans and made for veterans. So thank you for tuning in. Talents was formed in order to create a music scene that was together in the form of a collective, so that no one has to do everything on their own. And guess what? We've been doing this for free for over a year. So please go and check out Talents through Facebook or through our official website at www.talenttalents.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for tuning in to Homefront Sit Rep, a veteran-owned and operated podcast just for you.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
You went 0 Dark 30 on me there for a minute.
Was it all 0 Dark 30, or was it just the video 0 Dark 30?
It was just I didn't hear you talk either, so you went completely 0 dark on me.
Well, when someone sits there and tries to do sign language, but you're staring into a ring light, you can't really see them.
Right.
So, and then they keep going, and then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell, Barbara?
I'm going to take a technology timeout right here and go bloop.
Yeah, no doubt. No, it's cool. It kind of led into the talents thing. So
Yeah, which is awesome.
Kind of worked out.
There we go.
Talents, Louisville Local Entertainment, Rick Ames, Chris Hawks, October the 21st at 21st in Germantown. are having their second annual fundraiser to bring awareness to end veteran suicide. Got a great list of bands coming on. Um, let's see. I don't know if I have it on my computer, but they're going to have live music. They're going to have a DJ there. 21st in Germantown has food inside. They're going to open up at 12 and go to midnight. So if you're available, October the 21st, 21st in Germantown, come hear some live music. They're going to have bands. They're going to have solo artists. Um, so come join us. Megan and I will be there for a little bit. Also, coming up November the 11th, Veterans Day at Mission Barbecue will be the 30th anniversary of Operation. Um, what's the address, Doc? I will give that to you here shortly. So the 30th anniversary Operation Golden or Gothic. I don't know why I keep saying Golden.
Yeah, and actually the 30th anniversary was yesterday, I believe, but they are doing also a reunion and continued remembrance or something like that. So I know that there was something really big as of yesterday, but then I know that they're also coming together as a group on Veterans Day as well. So, or just before Veterans Day. So it's pretty awesome that they're continuing it because this is the time period of that 30th anniversary.
Right. So 21st in Germantown address. I want to say it's on Shelby Street. 21st. Yeah, 1481 South Shelby Street in Louisville, Kentucky. So 1481 South Shelby Street. Hey, James Thornton. What's up, my brother? There is ended today at 10 a.m. So Gothic Serpent ended today at 10 a.m.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. But it started as of yesterday and went into this morning at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man.
James, how are you, my brother?
Well, he posted some amazing posts and getting to see some of them reconnect and the camaraderie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think the one thing I'll probably never forget. It was funny because this one of the special forces guy, he became a chaplain, and he then was thinking back about that Mogadishu Mile and coming off of National Street, I think it is, or something like that. And he kept looking, and he was the rear, and he was like, "Why does it look like it's like glittering? The street is glittering." And it's because that's how much brass had been expended. That has that. So like James was able to tell us that till 10 in the morning. So the sun is up, and they are literally fucking lit up by the sun itself. And he just looks back and all he can think is like, why is the street like sparkling? And then to think that it's all that brass that was spent, and from both sides, you know, it's just nuts. So definitely check out. I've just recently, in talking to James, it's really intrigued me and started doing some more due diligence. And I think that needs to be done because I think, for example, 10th Mountain did not get the recognition that they deserve. And I hear that time and time and time and time again. And it was just like we were talking the other day. Like, I give anyone I've ever served with from 10 Mountain, I give them mad credit. Now, sometimes they are the biggest assholes or pain in my asses ever. But the one thing I love is their work ethic, and when shit hits the fan, they're getting the fucking job done, no matter what. And I love that about them. So, yeah, it was really neat to just kind of be fortunate enough to be friends with James on Facebook and see some of that, some of those clips.
Yeah, so James is part of Warrior Rounds. He's an ambassador for Warrior Rounds. So www.warriorrounds.com. What they do is they take veterans down to Nashville, Tennessee, um, pair them with a singer songwriter for the 2 weeks that they're there. During this 2 weeks, the singer songwriter is writing a song with the veteran about their life, and then it's released to the world via one of the clubs that they frequent quite frequently. Sometimes at the Grand Ole Opry, James said. Sometimes at another club down there.
I know for sure they're connected with Hard Rock Cafe in Nashville, so shout out to them.
Yes,
So
Hard Rock. Yep. So, and then James does Warrior Rounds trailer. That's on his own. He's the ambassador for that. It's not part of the 501c3. That all the money that for the things that he does, um, all the money that he does that goes into that is out of his own pocket. So if you want to support James and his mission for what he does for Warrior Rounds, go to on Facebook Warrior Rounds trailer and join. He's also got a Cash App. I'm gonna throw it up here real quick. Cash App right there.
yeah, can we get that on that banner so people can see it flippity floo?
Well, it's right there in the comments, right there.
And well, just leave it on the banner for a second, because yeah, I was about to say,
can't copy and paste it to the banner. So
you use your pinky for the A, and then you use your ring finger for the S.
So the Cash App is there, and then he also has Venmo. I'm gonna throw Venmo up there as well. So Venmo at James dash 170. So Cash App and also Venmo.
And y'all, he's legit. What he's trying to do is spread the word of Warrior Rounds, and this money is going into so that he can spread the word better, because it's like any great organization, you need some help with an N, David. LOL.
Yes, I know.
It's Thornton. Thornton. Is that better? Is that better, James? Thornton. But anyways, no, he's a good dude. We gotta make fun of him too. It would be no fun if you can't make fun. So, but yeah, just so you know, that's where the money's going to. And I also reach out to him because I know he's also put it out there. Depending on the donation, maybe giving a little shout out for recognition on the back of the trailer or something like that. So
yeah, definitely. So Megan and I had the pleasure of talking with a Marine Corps Raider the other day. Unfortunately, we can't release that audio or video as of yet. We're waiting for approval from the lawyer. He's still active duty until November. If you want to Google and search who he is.
Yeah, let's just. I love you, brother, but cut it off there. I'm just saying, because as somebody, and I will tell my story, it is not the same as his, but it's similar in the fact that he's been charged with crimes which he has since been acquitted of, but things are still being held against him. Right. So let's just kind of leave it at that, since he was a little wondering about it. And I think if anyone goes back to anything, they can put two and two together. Maybe not, but let's go ahead and respect that space. And we look forward to, and we do believe that it's going to be released. And Willis and I are definitely excited about being able to share the story. So
definitely, and I can hear you talking in the background from where you're watching the live.
Sorry, I'm doing the best I can.
Hey, you're doing great. I promise. You are doing superb. Hey, guess what, Megs? My phone just says take meds. I guess it's time to take my meds.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where I got to give a shout out to my hero machine that you can get free of charge through. Okay, I'm gonna fuck it up. It's Medicare or Medicaid. I don't know, but one of them it's free. And what's super awesome is that, and no, I'm not getting paid, but hey, if they want to pay me, that'd be great. Um, it You can go in through your phone or your smartwatch or anything like that, and it will set up a schedule for you, and then it gives you alerts, and then you can put in 12 meds at a time and set the schedule as to what is what, and you can even have some of them at just as needed. And it's like you click a button after once you get everything all set up, it's literally click a button. Or you go onto your app and say dispense. That is the only thing that has kept me completely on track in the longest time. Like phone apps never worked for me, but this, because it's a machine too. That's the other thing, is it's kind of obnoxious. If you don't go to it, it'll go da-dung, da-dung, until you go do something about it.
So
So
with the reminder app on my iPhone, I got it set up for 3 different times to remind me to take my medication, which I mean, I've only got one pill at the present moment in time because I'm just now starting my VA journey. So right now I got one pill. I probably will eventually get more. I hope not, but I probably will because I'm old as fuck. Um, so we, I might need that machine in the future. Um, who knows?
yeah, I'm not old as fuck, and I need it. So like,
I'm talking about more medicine, Megs, not the
that's what
machine.
I'm talking about. I got excited about how it held 12 meds.
Right, but you've been going through the VA system for a while now. I'm just now
Hence,
starting.
hence why I have so many fucking meds.
Right, right.
It's funny. It's not funny. It's not
It's
funny. It's funny.
I'm not laughing. You're not laughing.
I'm not crying. You're not crying.
Oh, such a goose egg.
Hip hip hooray, go VA.
Woo, VA.gov. No, so
Okay, hang on though. Not everybody. Not everybody. But VA, those of you that know, you know. Let's just say it like that.
yes.
But not everybody.
James is heading to Louisiana on the 17th to escort the traveling Vietnam wall and then run his mouth some more. That's his words, not mine. James, if you want to come on here right now, I will send you a link and you can come on here and run your mouth with us for a little while. If you're not too tired, brother.
And here's the other thing I want to ask you honestly: are you really running?
No, I think he's walking.
Yeah, that's what I love you, brother. I mean, you set yourself up. I gotta.
He did set himself up for that one. Oh, we love
I
you.
wouldn't be using the word running and shit. No.
And Doc says, safe travels. Thanks for representing James. Man, Doc, I tell you what, you would love James if you met him in person. Doc, you would love James. I really believe you and him would hit it off really, really well. So, whew. Oh, I didn't even mention. Rewind. The 21st of October for the Veteran Suicide Awareness fundraiser at 21st in Germantown. That Louisville Local Entertainment, Talents, Homefront Sit Rep will be there. But the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds will be going to Dogs, Dogs Helping Heroes. We're
Which is
super
awesome.
excited about that. That organization, if you are from around this area, everybody knows. Oh, nice. All right, James, I am sending you a link right now, sir. If I can.
So while he's figuring that out, this is pretty awesome, James. I'm proud of you coming on. You know, you've had a long freaking weekend and all that good jazz. And let's say what you do isn't
All right,
easy,
James, link is sent.
and I'm just excited to have him on. That's awesome.
Doc, if you want to join, let me know. I'll send you a link as well. I think I got your email still. If you want to jump on, Doc,
I meet James.
and meet James, kind of face to face, kind of. Welcome to
Kind of,
all
sort of, maybe.
people watching out there in Facebook land or YouTube land. Please leave a comment. Say hi. Megan and I want to say hi to you guys. Um, if you got any questions, me and Megan. There's our brother. If you got any questions, welcome to the stage, Mr. James Thornton.
Woo!
What's up, knuckleheads?
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
What's going on? Show me that new shirt you got there.
Yeah, let's do this. Read it first, Top. Let me know when you get that.
My scores or scars tell a story. They are reminders of something.
Hell, I don't know.
You moved too fast there.
Suck that gut in.
I wouldn't like to break me, but failed. I love it, bro. I love it.
Nice.
All right, so let me invite Doc.
All right, while you do that real quick, I'm going to grab a little more energy drink. My head's still killing me, so I'll be back. Hang on.
You're good. So, James, you're going to Louisiana?
Louisiana, I sure am. I'll leave out the 17th. We're going to escort the wall down there on the 18th. We go on through the 24th.
Okay. Doc, what was your email? You can text it to me if you want, Doc. I think I have it. I think it's the one that I got, but I can't remember.
It might be for that door. Good boy.
I think it's that one. I think, Doc, I just sent it to you. If it's the one that ends in 6287 at Gmail, I think it's the one that is for you. So, James, how was your day today, bud? I know you said you're tired and stuff. How was your day, sir?
I had a meeting, and we're just trying to get our stuff together to get that wall here in Shepherdsville.
So, did you have a meeting with the mayor? Is that who you had a meeting with?
I did this morning. I met him this morning at the city is tearing down an old Ace Hardware building, and they're putting in an aquatic center.
Nice.
So I had to show face. You know how that is. Go down there and represent the city and the mayor, and support them and all that good stuff, because they're going to be supporting me big time. So
okay. Now I talked with a guy today, Ross. Hold on, I'll tell you. He's starting an organization in Brooks. Hey, there's my brother. What's up, Doc? All right, so it's Ross Clayton Hamilton.
Clayton, right?
Yeah, Clayton Hamilton. Yeah,
I know him.
Yeah, so I talked with him earlier today. He's starting a new organization. Actually, it's part of an organization
Out of Ohio.
Out of Ohio. Yep, it's called what's it called here? Returning American Warriors.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about that. Because he wants to get together and talk about some things, and so I think it's pretty cool. He's also a Marine as well, so
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Doc?
James is not a crane eater.
You're cutting in and out.
Is James not a crayon eater?
No, James is not a crown eater. He was part of the 10th Mountain during the Mogadishu Mile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was part of that 17-hour firefight.
Now, my son-in-law is a Marine. I still pick on him.
We can handle it.
Yeah, we can handle it.
As long as you don't run out of crayons, you're fine.
Oh yeah.
Crayons and bourbon.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back, Megan.
Thank you. I had to take some more meds and I had to go pie.
You had to go
So-
pie.
I had to go pie. It happens.
We got our brother Doc on here. The PC.
I know. I see you joined. I love it. I love it.
And then I'm working on one more special guest. She's out of the Northern Kentucky.
Listen, we have enough special people on here already because
Hey,
you
we
three
might-
are special.
We're making a round table just right here.
I'm just joking
No, you're
because
good.
everyone knows I'm extra special.
Oh, hey, show them that cup that you're drinking out of. Show 'em
Yes.
That's not-
We
Let's
can't
see if hang on. I'm working on it.
move it to the.
There we go.
One veteran at a time, and then show them that sexy naked clock below at the bottom down there.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Go to
Working
the
on it.
left. Go up a little. I can't make it out. Can make it out. But anyway, so
And-
Megan is drinking out of a tumbler. On one side, it says home front sit rep with Willis and Megs. And then on the back, it says one veteran at a time. And then it's got a naked clock with the number 6. So it looks like that. Which we'll have those come Sunday.
And then,
And then on the back is one veteran at a time. Naked
but
clock,
can you see? Yeah, the naked clock with the 6.
which represents we got your 6. So James and Doc will both be receiving those. And I've got 2 different kinds coming, and I'm super excited about those. Our buddy Brandon is doing those at Laser Forge Design, veteran-owned company. So if you need anything laser engraved, wallet clips, you name it, he can do it pretty much. I like the look, James. I like it. So look up Laser Forge Design on Facebook. Brandon's got some good things coming. I'm super excited for him. I'm going to support his small business just because he's a veteran. He's a brother. So we got to support our own in whatever endeavor we're doing, they're doing, whoever's doing. We have to support everybody. That's just what we do.
That was really cute of you. Whatever endeavor.
Yeah,
Just good job.
I can rhyme every now and then. I'm a poet and didn't know it. James, what do you guys with the 10th Mountain got coming up?
Besides getting drunk,
Besides getting drunk.
Honestly, I don't think we have anything coming up in the near future.
Okay.
A lot of us are still recovering from the weekend.
Understandable.
If I did a field sobriety test right now, I would probably go to jail.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I couldn't tell by the crack in your voice.
Now, James, are you coming up to Mission Barbecue on November the 11th?
Yeah, I've been advised I have to bring my trailer.
You've been voluntold.
Hey, is Cassie there, Dave?
What, Doc?
Is Cassie going to be up there?
I don't know if Cassie's going to be up there on November the 11th. I haven't really talked to her about that.
I know there's someone on right now that probably knows the answer to that, and we'll see if they
Yeah.
respond. So,
Yeah, let's see if that person responds. All right, so that's a big negative, Ghost Rider. That pattern is full. She will not be there.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I mean, it wasn't all of that, but I'm just saying.
Well, I had to put it in layman's terms. James, I can see your wheels turning, brother. You good over there?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm
I'm trying to catch up with homework, dude. You just wouldn't believe. I started this Warrior Round trailer about, I don't know, 7, 8 months ago, and like I said, I was just doing the custom car club scene, and this thing is it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
JT's wife, Mama Myra, told me, she said, "You're just going to have to learn to say no." She said, "You're not going to do us any good. You're not going to do yourself any good. You burn yourself out."
You will. Yeah. And the
So,
bad thing is it's super hard to say no to certain things. Like I want to have every 501c3 in the country on our podcast, but me and Megan, we want to vet them and make sure that they're going to be
Yeah.
that they who they can't even talk. They are who they say they are. I
right.
don't throw
they're
somebody-
they're not too they're not too big for their britches, if you will.
Right.
And they follow a similar mindset of one veteran at a time. Now, I'm not saying you can't help 100, and if you figured out the magical way to help 100 at a time, that's awesome. But you can't forget that there's that one that seems to just keep getting lost.
Well,
And
and that's what I started my platform on. Of course, my originally when I went out, it was just to promote Warrior Rounds, and then I started talking to folks, and then of course I still promote Warrior Rounds. I'm not Warrior Rounds. I'm an ambassador for Warrior Rounds. I go out, try to raise as much awareness about that organization because it's so they're awesome, and we just, I don't know, it's something just clicked. I started talking to people, and I started telling them, I said, I just want to get one, just give me one all weekend. And then it happened. And then I go to West Virginia, and I got a couple out of West Virginia, and then, and that's just the thing. I got to go up to Indiana in April, and I'm the guest speaker for a whole bunch of American Legion guys. I just want one. It's my trip is worth it if I can get just that one. And that's I'm still going to do everything I can to represent Warrior Rounds in a positive, good way. And everything I do now in my life is because of Warrior Rounds, because they're the ones that basically flip that switch on for me.
And I think that says a lot. Like the fact that you're doing this out of the goodness out of your heart because they've meant so much to you that you're trying to specifically pay them forward says even more. It's not like you're with Warrior Rounds, even though you are, but you're not. You know what I mean? Like you're doing this because this is something that you want to do for them.
Right.
I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, I don't. Of course, I'm not a paid employee. Everybody knows that, my little Social Security check, my little VA check, I pay my bills, and then what I got left is where I decide where I can go that month. So I'm happy with it. As long as I'm happy with it and I'm still successful in what I try to do, then I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna slow down. And what I try to do, then I'm not gonna. So, anywho,
Can I share your story on here, James, from the Warrior Rounds website?
well, yeah, as long as it's not the picture of me naked, I don't care.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I believe.
Let's see. All right. I wonder if it'll let me play the video. That'd be pretty cool. You think it'll let me play the video?
Should.
Let's see if it'll play it. Can you hear it?
My name is James Thornton. I served in the United States Army from 1991 to 1995. Our unit was responsible for the removal of pinned down Rangers and Special Forces in Mogadishu, Somalia, motion picture that you may know as Black Hawk Down.
I was so hungover.
Spent, many hours in a firefight inside that city. In my opinion, we all have this journey we have to go through. And I knew that all of the problems that I had, you know, combat vet, multiple failed relationships, my father, my mother, and I all had cancer at the same time. I had a daughter pass away. Losing a child, no one should ever do that. You know, we come into this world and we learn growing up that we'll bury our parents one day. That's the way it works. But nobody teaches you or prepares you to lose a child. It's totally different. I mean, if you don't have a reality check of life, if you ever go through that, you will have one then. And you've got to have great support around you, you know, family, friends. You got to have. And I'm not saying my life is worse than anybody else's. We all do it differently. I knew I'd come out. I knew we'd win. You never know when. When's the final? When are you going to get the, hey, I'm okay, you know? It just took longer than I thought.
That's right. Yeah, it was great working with James. He was telling me a lot of stories, as many vets do, but his just was compounding with the multiple things that happened in his life. But I could tell through him telling the story that he never lost hope completely. You know, there was times when you're at the very darkest, but he always had that hope. But it just, like everything in life, it never happens as quick as you want it to, or as easily. And a lot of times going through the problem and the pains is what brings you, you know, to the right place at the right time and with the right skills and tool set to deal with it. And James certainly got all that from his life and experiences. And so we wrote that song, Longer Than I Thought was the title, that he knew it was going to happen and never lost hope in that, but just when and where. So
yes, it might be my story, but there's going to be so many people that say, damn, it's my story too. My name is James Thornton, and the name of our song is Longer Than I Thought.
I'm going to go ahead and let the song play too. If that's okay, James.
I don't mind, brother. Bobby was very upset when he got there that evening.
Yeah.
He told me this is the hardest one he's ever had to do.
Writing this with you, James, and hearing your stories, and you inspire me, brother. Anyhow, let's just do the song. I'm a survivor, my head's held up high, wounded and left for dead so many times in my life. My faith and family have kept me on the path. Somehow I'm still standing here, even in the aftermath. Thankful and grateful for the love I've been shown. Deep down, I know I didn't get here on my own. And every life is a mystery. I'm better for the battles that I fought. Yeah, I'm on the road to recovery. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. Love is a journey with many twists and turns. Sometimes a straight away till we twist and turn. Sand slips by while we're waiting on our dreams, wondering if happiness forgot about me. Today's a new chance to help somebody else. I can't do much good if I keep it to myself. Every life's a mystery, getting
for the battles that I fought. Yeah, I'm on the road to recovery. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. I've never been one to do things by the book. I know now I needed all the time that it took. Every life's a mystery. I'm better for the battles that I fought. Yeah, I'm on the road to recovery. Taking a little longer than I thought. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. It's just taking a little longer than I thought. Something like that. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Wow.
God.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah,
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah,
I'm not
man.
crying.
Like fucking stab me in the heart with a spoon.
Dude,
That's,
if it,
that's the gentleman that co-wrote "Bless the Broken Road" by Rascal Flatts.
oh my God, man. Whew.
So he is absolutely a Grammy award-winning songwriter.
How therapeutic was that for you?
How what?
How therapeutic was that for you?
Oh, it was a light switch. It made me realize that I needed to pull my own head out of my own ass. Because there's other people out there in a lot worse shape than I am, and I need to run my mouth to make them understand that, hey, you know what? Your life's really not as bad as you think it is.
Right.
Once you get your own head out of your own ass, you'll see that. And that's basically what I'm going after. I want that one individual each time I go to a show that will basically just bend over and pull their own head out of their own ass and go, you know, I can freaking breathe now.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's what we keep saying, you know?
It's hard. Or
It's rough. It really is. You know, they say the first stage to recovery is what? Acceptance.
Yeah.
You know, I went through 2 nasty marriages, several nasty ass relationships. And, you know, like I said the other night, I kept saying, what the hell? What the hell? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And years later, I'm going, shit, it was me, man.
Yeah. So Rick
It was
Ames,
me.
Rick Ames just posted a comment. Now Rick is part of, he is the owner of Louisville Local Entertainment, which has the concert coming up on the 21st. He said that song is so true. It might be recovery, and it may take a bit, but there is hope.
Yeah.
I know it's your song, James, but it covers a lot of people.
It does. And I said it in that video. You know, it might be my story, but there's going to be a ton of people that hear that and say, oh, damn, that's my story too.
Yeah.
I'm not better than anyone else. I'm definitely not smarter than a lot of the people.
Yeah, it's your story, but the verbs change.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, maybe someone didn't have multiple failed relationships. Maybe somebody didn't bury a child. And I don't know if you heard me the other night when I was on here, but, you know, my grandmother used to tell us when we was kids, we didn't understand it at all. If the good Lord allowed us all to throw all of our problems in one great big pile. But the deal was you had to take one set of problems back out. You would take your own. And when I was a child, it didn't make no sense. I'm 52 years old now, and it rings like a bell. I know exactly what she was talking about. You know, I don't want to deal with your stuff. I have enough of my own. Let me fight this battle.
Yep. Yeah, the fight does not stop at the battlefield. That's where it just.
Well, we fight ourselves And no matter what the situation is, we fight ourselves.
Oh yeah, we're our worst enemies.
Now, quote unquote, is there a cure for a lot of it? No. But there's treatments, there's help. And to me, in all of the years that I've dealt with this, well, going on almost 30 now, the best thing that I've found to do was talk. I run into husbands and wives all the time, and oh, he won't talk. He won't talk. Yes, he will. No, he won't talk. He won't talk. Ma'am, listen. He'll take a damn bullet for you in a second. There's no doubt in my mind. You're his lover. You're his best friend. You're his wife. You're the mother of his children. He'll die for you right now. But why in the hell is he going to talk to you when you don't understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
He's not. He don't want to waste your time with what he perceives as bullshit because you don't understand it. But you know what? I've walked 10 steps in his boots. I understand what he's saying. And that's why I can talk to him.
Yeah,
You know,
you made a comment.
when
Sorry,
I- people tell me that all the time. Well, you don't understand. No, really, I do understand. And
He's breaking up, David. I can't hear him, buddy.
Doc, you're breaking up really bad, bro.
I was just saying when I was working at the VA, these older veterans say, "You don't understand, son." I'm like, "No, I really do." And then when they ask you about your story and you tell them a short version of it, they're like motor mouths. They don't ever shut up because they know you understand what they're going through.
Yeah. So James kind of nailed it the other night when he was saying Vietnam veterans are starting to realize that the younger generation that have seen combat knows what they went through or something similar. So they're starting to realize that. Yeah. Hey, Rick, I sent it to your DJ Rick email. You should have it by now. But James, you made a comment about losing your child. I've lost children myself. I didn't hold them. You know, my wife had miscarriages before they were born. So it's to me,
I didn't hold him. You know,
there's a difference there. But I lost my brother in 1994. He was 10 years old. He died of cancer. I was 15. And I tell you what, man, it's been however many years, almost 30 years, and it hasn't gotten no easier. I still think about him. I still think what kind of guy he would be, you know, today, what kind of man he would be. Would he had gone in the military? You know, man. So losing a
And
child.
I mean, so, and I could even break it down for any women that might be listening. I had to attempt to go through the IVF process to even have any type of biological connection to a child at all. And then when I found out that couldn't work, no, I didn't even get a baby. Like, I get a baby till an embryo says, but like, that was devastating for me to figure out I could no longer have kids again. I almost felt like I did lose a child. So, you know, for those female listeners that are out there, and I know we've dealt with it a lot in the military as to whether IVF should be covered or not, and I don't want to get into the whole politics of it all, but I'm just saying, whether it is taking a morning after pill after being raped, or whether it's you struggle to get pregnant, and because of what's happened to you in combat and or by serving you can't have children, like, I think that still relates very much so to this song, you know, and I think that's what's so wonderful about how the lyrics work. It's at any stage, you know, of just losing that sense of being able to have that child in your life. So that's where it got me. So,
well, they try to teach and they tell you that, and I'm sure you've heard the term "time heals all wounds." It doesn't heal a goddamn thing.
no,
What time does is allow you time to cope with it differently.
Yeah.
Now, whether you put it in a bucket and put a big tight lid on it, you put it in a shoebox, you put it in your closet, it doesn't matter how you deal with it, but time does not heal it. It just doesn't. It allows you that, again, time to find a way to deal with it where you can continue on in life with what you have to do. You know, I was absolutely devastated, but one thing my mama told me, she pointed at my other daughter and she said, "You still got another one." You know, so don't give up. In other words, what she was saying, don't quit. I still got this one. And I mean, shit, it still sucks. 30 years later, it still freaking sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I used to go to, as many of you, I'm sure, you go to one of your parents for advice your whole freaking life. And that was my mom. That was our constant. And then when this happened, I went to Mom, what the hell am I supposed to do? And when your mom looks at you and goes, I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When that one person your entire life has told you, okay, do it this way, whether we listen or not, it's a different story, but do it this way, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
And then she looks at you, she just, I don't know.
Yeah, because she doesn't know what to tell you because she didn't have to have that.
That's correct.
And, you know, my mom, you know, when she lost Michael, my brother, she had nobody in her life to even relate to that had lost a child.
Right.
And me, you know, I had my sister, my two sisters, Wadena and Jennifer, and even us, you know, we didn't know how to deal with that in 1994, you know, losing a brother. You know, I remember me and Michael, we were out in the yard earlier that day. We were shooting BB guns at each other like boys do, you know, shooting each other in the back. And me and him got into an argument, and he goes, "You don't even love me." And for the longest time, that's the only thing I remember. The last thing him saying to me,
Yeah.
you know, as a 15-year-old, your brother passes away that night. How do you handle that? How do you deal with that?
Well, absolutely. You remember the other night when I was talking about one of my brothers that also lost a child that was around 9 years old in a TV accident?
Yeah.
He called me the next day because he knew that, you know, that reference was about him. And I was like, look, I don't want to disrespect your family, so I never said your name. I just used a situation in reference to mine. You know, I buried a 4-month-old daughter, and I was wrong a little bit. Their son was 13. So he come home from work to take his son to football practice in the evening, played for the junior varsity team, and he wasn't home. Well, the boy has a habit of going to his grandparents across the pasture because their internet was better and he could play games faster. So he called over to his in-laws and no, we haven't seen him. And then while he was out looking around the house, he realized the four-wheeler was gone. He said, there's a problem. So he jumped in his vehicle and he took off across the field. And he found the four-wheeler, and it was upside down and still running. And then about 100 yards away, he found his son. And the bike had flipped over on his head.
Oh.
So in a matter of 5 minutes, he said, I did two of the worst things I ever had to do in my life. I had to find my teenage son dead. And then I had to tell his mama that her son was dead. So, you know, again, I go back to my statement, and I'll use this statement until I die. We all do it differently. That doesn't matter what you've been through. We can all do the same damn thing.
Yeah.
But we did it differently.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm going to bring Rick Ames up on stage here. Welcome, Rick. How's it going, buddy?
What's happening?
Oh, man, hanging in there. Just doing a little impromptu live and just chit-chatting with our brothers and sisters here. We were talking about your event coming up on the 21st of October at 21st in Germantown. It's a fundraiser, second annual, to bring awareness to end veteran suicide, with all proceeds going to Dogs Helping Heroes. So, man, how was your day?
Man, my day was long. That song, though, man, that touched me.
Oh, I guarantee it. Dude, I
It-
had tears coming down my face.
And just look at okay, when you grab the box of Kleenex, just look up Warrior Rounds in general, because his song is now.
One
Trust
of them.
me, it's one of quite a few. But I will say, the way that his was worded, like, seemed a little bit more like, I don't know. It was able to hit me a little bit more than some of the other, a little bit more specific, which is also good because it's a great release for that veteran. Or it made me think, oh, I didn't think of it that way before. So they're very unique. They're not your, like, just let me stamp a couple of music notes to a page. Like, they really do listen, from what I could tell, because every song is very unique. So I like it.
Yeah, have one of your guys pick that up for me, Rick. Have them record that. Would you please? Appreciate that.
All right. I can do that. I know a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, James and Rick, have you guys been talking about some of the singer-songwriters that Rick
I'm being attacked here, and nobody's helping.
Man, James hadn't hit me up in weeks, man.
I need you to do me a favor. Grab your left hand, put it in a cup, and just calm down.
But no, James, we need to get Rick hooked up with JT because Rick has some singer-songwriters that he wants to bring down and hook them up with some veterans down there and write some songs and stuff down there at the.
And that's great. I'm all for that. I spoke, of course, with JT this past weekend, but a lot of folks don't know this. I've let it out a few times. JT's had several surgeries in the last few months. And he decided to be a stubborn ass and not do his therapy, not do his medicine, blah, blah, blah. Now he's paying for it. Well, his wife finally put her foot in his ass and turned it sideways. Now he's lost over 100 pounds. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So we're just, we're still a couple months out. He is, he's supposed to bring his people and come up to when we do the wall in Shepherdsville. So I don't know if you've ever heard of Jenny Carr, Rick.
I have. As a matter of fact, I used to be a bouncer at a club that she played at.
I went to school with Jenny, and I sent her a message the other day. I said, listen, I'm bringing the Vietnam Wall to Shepherdsville, and I'm going to have some folks come in, but I'm going to be real picky who I allow to come in because it's a celebration during the day, but at night it's honor. So all the music's going to be cut out about a half hour before dark. And I don't want, I don't think it's a good place for that hard, crazy rock that they do sometimes now. And I just, and she's like, I'd absolutely be honored. So that's something I need to get with you about too. We need to find some good old boys that, I don't need the old love sappy songs. We don't want that shit. Somebody knows a couple patriotic songs, and you know what I mean? It's that frame of mind. It's for those veterans and civilians that are out there on that field. So
well, I'm gonna throw out two names. You got the Shane Dawson Band, local boy here from Mount Washington. His grandfather, Air Force veteran, amazing guy. I would highly recommend, if you want, I can reach out to Shane myself. I guarantee he would gladly do it. And then Megan Stout, she's a female country singer. She's very veteran friendly, so I can reach out to her too if you want me to. And then I know Rick has a lot of contacts as well. So
yeah.
Shane Dawson is awesome.
Yeah.
He's a very big patriot, and I think he'd do your event very well.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna throw a shout out to a friend of mine. I won't say her name specifically, but I know I can say her other daughter. She's her daughter from another mother type of thing. Kristen Ray. She's comes back to the Fort Knox area, but she's down in Nashville pursuing an artist career. But she has done the national anthem at Louisville Bats and a couple of the other local Mage Arena stages around here. We could probably reach out to her as well. She is now down in Nashville trying to pursue her career as a Nashville artist. She's been doing well, but she might have time if we book her in advance. She'd do it, I think.
JT put a 15-year music career on hold. He's released 2 or 3 albums. I would say one of his 2 biggest songs is Mr. No Apology and Coming Home. And that Coming Home hits. Some of the words in there is they took my weapons but left me fighting, and they called it Coming Home.
I've been listening to that on repeat. I got one of the CDs, and that is definitely one of the ones talking about, like, you have to leave your weapons behind, but you still have a fight to fight. That's all it's been in my radio in my car right now. So,
Well, I think the guilt that you feel coming home and your shipmates or your buddies didn't is hard to accept.
It is. JT, let's look at JT. I've talked about my life being all screwed up all those years. JT's roommate was killed in Somalia. Not only was JT's roommate killed, but one of JT's team members was killed. So they got a double whammy over there. It was one of my brothers. They were an Alpha company. I was in Charlie. We were the only 2 companies out there that night. But, we still knew them boys.
Oh, yeah.
But JT's got that, JT's got this thing that he does when he's in concert. And he asked the crowd, he said, "How many people here know Amy Winehouse?" Yeah, the crowd goes nuts. How many people in here have heard of Robin Williams? Yeah, the crowd goes nuts. How many people in here can name one person that died for your freedom? And as JT puts it, just like now, it's crickets.
I can name you 4.
Absolutely, you can. But if you think about it, being in front of a crowd, and you've been in there many times, if you ask that question, what would you get? The majority of the time be crickets.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's what Warrior Rounds does. We want to introduce you to at least 2 names. And that's Jimmy Joe Martin and Sergeant Cornell Houston. Because that was our brothers. Now, there's a ton more. Hundreds and thousands of them.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't know the youngest man on the Vietnam Wall is 15 years old.
I found that shocking when you said that the other night. I was at awe. I mean, I can't. How do you even fathom that? 15 years old.
There's 2 16-year-olds on that wall.
I know, but how does that happen?
Well, he lied about his age. They all lied about their age.
Can I ask you a question? And it's not a race thing, but were they black or white?
The 15-year-old was black from North Carolina.
Yeah. See, I heard a lot about, the younger generations of the black people were doing it because they didn't have anything else to go to. So a lot of them lied about it, and but 15, I would have never imagined.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a poverty thing. You know what I mean? And sadly, yes, at the time, I think there's probably more black impoverished or whatever. But I come from a very hard Irish background, and I know for a fact my grandfather lied for World War II because he came from a impoverished background. And that was the thing. That was what you did sometimes, is to take care of your family, that you'd have, whether black, white, Irish, Italian, whatever, like they found that they could write a number in and they were going to just go, okay,
Yeah. My dad lied about his age in World War II, and he turned 17 just before he went to boot.
Well, that Sergeant Major that I've invited down for Veterans Day, he's 96 years old. He still drives. He's got a bright ass red Chevy Camaro.
Nice.
He was in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. And Chesty Fuller was actually his CO at one time.
Oh,
And I ain't gonna tell you,
Wow.
and I ain't gonna mention Chesty Puller to you jarheads because y'all have no idea who he is.
Get the fuck out of here.
So Sergeant Major Brown from the United States Marine Corps. If God's willing, the creek don't rise between now and the 11th of November, he's going to be in Louisville, Kentucky.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Rick, are you tired over there, Rick?
I am, man. I took my meds about a half hour ago. I'm kind of just floating to go to sleep.
Oh man, if you need to go, man, go on and jump on out of here. I'm glad you jumped on here for a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to stop in and see what was happening.
Yeah, we're glad you're here, man. You want to say anything about your event you got coming up on the 21st?
I want everybody that's watching to let everybody they know that this show is happening and what it's about. It's to help stop veterans from taking their own life. It's to help them find the help and resources that they need. So
that's awesome.
Now you're going to have some booths set up for veteran service organizations throughout the day. I know Dogs Helping Hero will be there for a while. Megan and myself will be there. We're going to be doing a impromptu live that day. So if you're in the area, October 21st at 21st in Germantown, 1484 or South Shelby Street in Louisville.
Yep.
Now there's a $10 cover charge if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And then all proceeds, like I said, will be going to Dogs Helping Heroes. They serve a 200-mile radius around the city of Louisville, and they are an amazing organization. It looks like Candace says she's going to be there as well.
Hi, Candace.
With Mission Barbecue. Mission Barbecue is going to be donating a basket and some other things as well. So yeah, feel free to come out, shake hands, say hi, network with other veterans and veteran service organizations. I'm hoping James will be there with the trailer. It depends on if he's going to be in town or not. But yeah,
what day is it?
October the 21st.
It's a Saturday.
I'll tell you in just a sec. I'm not allowed to do anything without my calendar.
No, I'm the same way. If I don't put it on my calendar, I forget about it. Literally.
Oh, I guarantee you I'll forget.
And then I want to give a shout out to my brother, man, Danny Robinson. He's on here right now watching us. Man, I tell you, I served with him in 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, and he was, man, my brother right there. I'm gonna tell you, he mental back then. He's probably still mental today, but I got nothing but love for him, and I will always have his back. That's for damn sure. Hell, I told him to come on down here to Kentucky, and I'll hang out with him for a while. So shout out.
Did you say October 21st?
Yes, sir.
I'll still be in Louisiana.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I'll come get you.
Hey, that's a long drive pulling that 3/4 ton truck in that 24-foot trailer, brother.
Oh,
man, I love Mississippi and Louisiana. Ain't nothing like it. That's my retirement.
And I'm not doing nothing in January. January is hog hunting in South Georgia the whole month. Nothing.
Nice.
That is my escape every year. I'm able to get rid of so much stuff by being out there in the swamp. You know, bears, gators, snakes, hogs, deer.
Keep those nope ropes away from me. I just saw my first ever real life rattler when I was out in Nevada. I literally pissed my Nirvana. I know. Yeah. I caught myself. Anyways, Nevada. And no, like, I don't understand. Okay, so my family member and her husband, they both are retired police officers. And she's also one of the reasons why I went into law enforcement. Okay, they're retired. They retired to Nevada. I don't fucking know why, but anyways, good for them. And they say, let's go for a hike. And I'm like, okay, no. Then all of a sudden, the big fat fucking nope rope came out. And the husband goes, ooh, look, with his camera. And that fucker starts to go, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. I'm out. I'm out. So y'all can have those nope ropes and those gators and all that shit. Nope. Give me
Gator,
some
man.
dolphin.
Gator's good now.
No, gator tastes good, but you go get it and I'll eat it.
I've been bringing veterans down there for years.
I want to give a shout out
You know,
to
you get these hardcore old veterans, and oh yeah, I've deer hunted and I've elk hunted and I've moose hunted, and that's okay. Have you ever hunted at fucking night? No, it's illegal most places. Well, hogs we hunt at night.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna have your ass stuck in the middle of 1,800 acres of swamp. So about 2:30 in the morning, when the swamp starts talking and you can't see your hand in front of you, you
No,
let me know tomorrow morning how you like that shit.
No,
no.
you can have it, James. I'm with Megan. Bring it home and I'll eat it, but I ain't going to get it.
Oh no, you got to go get it, brother. It tastes so much better when you get it yourself.
Yeah, when you get it yourself, it's so much better. I'm gonna give a shout out to Michael Whitlatch. He says, "Hello, Warriors from West Virginia."
So
Thanks for
I
listening.
just come from West Virginia,
Oh yeah, you were just in West Virginia.
Parkersburg.
Nice.
My mother's side is from White Sulphur in that area, so
Well, anybody from Kentucky, we just call that the top of the fucking hill. We're at the bottom of the hill. That's the hill.
yes.
Because once you get past Lexington, you go up. I don't give a shit how far you go. You just go up.
Yeah, you keep going up. Yes.
Nice.
All right. So, Rick, you're about to pass out on us, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm out. Have a good night.
Have
All
a
right,
good
Rick. Be good, man.
All right. So yeah, we still got some people on here. If you're on here watching, please say hello. We'd like to know where you're watching from.
I'm fucking being attacked, Dave, and you call the police. Come get this goddamn dog.
So Michael says you and him met in Parkersburg, James.
What's Michael's last name?
Whitlatch.
That's my dog. Him and his wife are with the West Virginia Patriot Guards.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Michael, did he talk your ear off when he was there? I'm sure he did. Oh man.
Ask Michael if he liked a glass or two of brown liquid courage.
Hey.
Well, that'll get anyone to talk, won't it?
James.
Well, you know what? It calms you down enough to do it.
When you come, you got to try this.
All right. Well, hang on a second. You'll have to excuse the mess. I'm still packing, but I'm just going to give you an idea.
Oh, I love it. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Oh, we're not done.
Holy moly. I'm coming to your house.
Wait, we're not. Wait.
Bruh.
I've seen some collectors, but
Country
damn.
road.
You see one over there. It's a 1974 Jim Beam decanter of the 100th edition of the Kentucky Derby. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still sealed in full.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I'll have to your house and hang out for a little bit.
Now you know what? USA put $15,000 on that, right?
That's right. You did mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Smoke another one, Megs.
After hearing that, I'm good.
So yeah, James, I'll reach out to Shane Dawson if you want me to. Dude, Google when we get off the phone, when we get off of here, Google Shane Dawson Band. Like I said, he's a local boy here in Mount Washington. grandfather, Air Force veteran. He would definitely. I guarantee if he's not got nothing to do that weekend, he will be down there.
I was about to say it just depends on whether he's booked or not.
Yeah.
Well, and they also have to understand I'm asking them to donate their time and their talent because it is for the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I think Shane would either bring himself and another guy and do an acoustic or bring the whole band. I mean, I guarantee he would. All I got to do is I'll reach out to him and ask him.
All right, just give him my contact information. It'd be perfectly fine.
Okay, I will do. Do. So, Mr. Danny Robinson says his grandmother Realda was from Whitley City, Kentucky.
Oh yeah, that is Whitley City. That's down there by. It's close to where the Everly brothers come from, isn't it? Isn't that real close by down there?
Yeah, I believe so.
They're from Kentucky?
Well, yeah. We have more to offer than just Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, I don't know. I feel like I knew more about the Everly brothers than I didn't realize they were from Kentucky.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So Whitley City's in McCreary County.
La Bamba is one of my all-time favorite movies, by the way, which is about the day the music dies.
Yeah.
Stop, Charlie. It's enough. Stop.
So it is 30 miles north to Somerset. And
no, it's on the other side of the state.
And then 18 miles to Oneida, Tennessee.
Oneida.
Oneida, yeah. So that's where Whitley City is.
Still means a whole lot of hell and nothing to me, but you know what?
Well, if you're going down 75 south, you'll go through McCreary County, because that takes you right into Oneida.
Yeah,
down there. So
yeah, over by Central City, Kentucky, going out west, western Kentucky. That's where the Everly brothers are from.
Nice. Yeah, Kentucky has produced a lot of famous people, and some were military and then became famous.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
There's a reason West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee produced some of the singer-songwriters that they did, because it was a bunch of the Appalachians, which were made up of Irish immigrants and other such immigrants that were playing these little 4-string pieces of whatever that they could put together.
Yeah.
Yep. And then some of them went up and over the mountain, and some of them then went back up a little bit further, as James puts it. But yeah, that's all Irish and immigrant type population working the coal mines and all that jazz.
Oh yeah, there's nothing like Appalachian music, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget that Abraham Lincoln was actually born in Kentucky. He moved to Illinois as a young man, a young child, 9, 10 years old.
Yep.
That's why they call it the land of Lincoln, but he was born in Kentucky.
Yeah, he's born in Hodgenville, Kentucky.
Yeah, right down the road from me.
Yep, in Hodgenville.
They have a log cabin that they said he was born in. That's there. Of course, Johnny Depp. The guy that played Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. The Judds. We got pretty good. We got a decent list of folks.
Oh yeah.
If I'm looking at the banners, we've got Paul Newman and Diane Sawyer. I've seen around town.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. So
I met her before she was famous. Long time ago. I was installing cable TV at the time, and was down in Portland area. That's where she's from, and I met her and her family. Now they own the.
Is that why you've never washed that hand?
She wasn't famous then.
Oh, George Clooney.
Oh, yeah,
George Clooney.
Yeah. Yeah.
who is from Rosemary Clooney, who's from Maysville.
Yeah.
She was a famous actress in her time.
Yeah.
Crystal Gale was born in Kentucky. I remember all the stuff about Casey Jones and the trains and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's from Kentucky. Yeah, we got a few. Not everybody's a redneck like me.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there ain't nothing wrong being redneck. I got a little red on my neck. Just a little
Well,
bit.
I tell people all the time since I started trying to become professional, I kind of hid mine, but don't make me take the makeup off. I know where that son of a bitch is at.
Yeah, definitely. Doc, you've been awful quiet over there, my friend.
Just
I
sitting
think
back
he's taking a
learning.
nap.
No, Doc's doing his Doc thing. I love it. He just likes
Yeah.
to sit back and listen and take it all in. And when he's got something to say, we all shut up and listen because it's also going to be awesome. So
Yeah. We love you, Doc. You know that, right?
Yeah, I do. Megs is probably Meg. I'm the only man Megs likes. Oh, my fault.
Dang, Doc.
I thought that's what it was set up on Messenger earlier.
Michael says I was wondering if Doc was sleeping.
No, Doc's awesome. Even when you
knew
think
Doc,
he's not listening, he is.
yeah,
I have
if
no doubt.
you knew Doc's story, you would understand why Doc is being Doc. Doc is one of those guys that will sit there and listen and learn. That's just the way Doc is. And then when Doc wants to talk about something, we sit back and we listen to Doc because usually his wealth of knowledge comes spewing out, and we love it. So I'm just glad you're on here, Doc.
Knowledge or bullshit. It's about the same thing, right?
Either way, it's equally entertaining. It is equally entertaining regardless.
That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, Doc. So tell everybody about our fun weekend up at Camp Hero.
Dude, that was so much fun. I got to meet one of the best people I've ever met in my life, and she's from North Carolina, and I'm on Facebook with her now, and she's pretty cool. And her and Megs and Dave and I, we had a good time when we ate very well. I mean, that's for sure.
We had too much fucking food, but it was awesome. It was awesome.
We had
it was
enough
worth it.
for a battalion, but we only down to platoon size.
Yeah,
It was good.
It was good.
Dave loves to cook, and I love to eat it.
Yeah, amen to that.
So, Candace, are you talking about us on the show, Miss Candace, or are you talking about the people watching at the present moment in time? So Candace says, can you all state your branches and years of service for those back? All right. So, hello, Susan. How are you? All right. So Candace wants us to state our service, years of service. So I'll start. Marine Corps, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines, 1st Battalion, 8th Marines, Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, 97 to 01, got out in August. 9/11 happened, got recalled back in, was in into 04. So that's my service. Doc, we'll go with you.
U.S. Navy Corpsman, stationed with 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines, 87 to 91. I got med boarded out in 92.
Meg?
Meg's here. I started my service in 2003 with the Army. I was military police officer. I was also deployed 04, 05 to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba as a military police corrections officer, which really sucked ass because I was trained as a combat support MP. And God bless anyone that does corrections, but not for me. Which then led to my transition over to the Coast Guard. I actually wrote my own special release to get out of the Army and go into the Coast Guard, where I did port security, maritime enforcement, and in total... Yeah, I know! But it was weird because they shouldn't have taken me in. You know why, right?
Why?
Because I didn't meet the height requirement to walk back to shore. You have to be at least 6 feet tall. So there's knee deep, knee deep, knee deep, and then too deep, too deep, too deep. But yeah. So even though I didn't meet the 6 foot height requirement, the Coast Guard took me in. That's where I did port security, transocean into maritime enforcement, where I finished out my career up in the New England area. So.
All right, James. So what we're doing is we're stating our branch, years of service.
I was in the Cub Scouts. No, I was in the U.S. Army. Thank you all for all your support. I was in from 1991 until 1995.
Good deal.
I was an 11 Bravo, which is an infantry soldier. When I re-enlisted, I reclassed into the medical field. And yeah.
Awesome.
So James,
well, yeah. We gotta ask Candace because she's the one that was, so curious. So, which is fine. No, we love it. We love. Sometimes we don't think to throw that out there. But
yeah. Doc, what were you saying, bud?
James, when were you in the medical field?
94, 95.
Is that in the Army?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was stationed in Fort Knox.
Okay. Awesome.
So, Megan,
I was a preventative medicine specialist.
Oh, wow.
Hey, James, Susan is on here as well. Michael's wife, I'm assuming.
Who's that?
Michael's wife, Susan. She's on here as well.
Yeah. Hi, Susan. She saved my ass up there, dude. It got so cold one morning up Parkersburg. I didn't have a jacket. She gave me a jacket. It's got West Virginia Patriot Guard on it. She saved my ass, dude. My big ass was froze.
Oh, I guarantee it. Candace says, I am a hero ambassador since 2003.
Which that is no doubt. She's been from one veteran service organization to another, and she constantly keeps trying as well. So shout out to that. Then we've got Danny Robinson, United States Marine Corps. I'm going to say it wrong. You take over, Willis. How do I say all that jibber jabber?
United States Marine Corps, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marine from 97 to 01. Stayed in the reserves until 2010.
There you go. I would have messed all of that up.
You would. Doc, did we lose you, my friend? He must have took a call or something. So, yeah, like I said, Danny's my brother from another mother. If you hear Danny talk, he's got that Massachusetts.
Listen, Linda.
Megan, I had to.
Is he a masshole or is he from Massachusetts? There's a difference.
I don't know. Danny, where you from, brother? Tell Megan where you're from. No, Danny's man, I'll tell you what. We were Lance Corporals together. Welcome back, Doc. We were Lance Corporals together, and his brother was a staff sergeant in the Marines as well. Oh, man. It's crazy. Damn Northeasterners. Oh, Danny says he's a masshole.
See? All right. At least he owns it. That's awesome. That's good. I can deal with a masshole because, once you understand who a masshole is and then you're around another masshole, you can deal with each other. But it's when you have some Karen that gets involved and you're a masshole, it doesn't work out well.
He said he's left of Boston.
So was I.
Yeah.
So was I. I was out in the Springfield area. So.
Springfield.
That's a hell of a town.
Oh, shoot.
Although technically, I think they say that Springfield is more closer to Illinois type shit. But
Yeah.
I was Springfield, Massachusetts, where you're a masshole.
Yeah.
Because you got to drive the toll road all the freaking time. Everywhere is like the toll
Dude,
road.
I hate toll roads.
So
Don't we pay enough taxes?
Yeah, right.
That
Danny says, I mean,
start tolling these bridges.
Danny says, I mean, right left of Boston. It's up here.
oh, so he's closer to the Cape. Ooh.
Hobnobbing with,
You got to talk a
Nah.
little bit, Doc. You cut out.
I said it'd be hobnobbing with the hoity-toity.
I mean, is he Waltham? Or, I don't know, but I'm just saying, because, okay, so if you look at Boston and you go, he said, right, left of Boston, whichever that means, that's still, the hook comes around like that, so.
And then he says west.
Make up your mind, dude. Obviously you failed land nav. That's all I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't eat his crayons tonight.
Hey, I don't know about you, but that's pretty goddamn bad if you fail land nav.
I mean, look, he's saying left, right, left, west. I mean, west, just west.
I meant just west of Boston.
All right, so he's like Worcester area-ish, I'm guessing. But anyway, so it's like a little more landlocked and a little bit more working class.
Yeah.
Not as working class as far west, and then you get farms.
Who was the other guy in our unit that was up there right around the same area? Vinkus? Maybe his name was Vinkus or something like that. Stephen Vinkus, I believe, or something like that.
And Danny, I apologize, but if you're friends with Willis, I'm assuming you can take this. But as somebody that lived there, that was funnier than shit. Trying to get you to describe where the fuck you're at.
Hell, half time I don't even know where the hell I'm at.
But anyhow.
How's the wife and kids, Doc?
They're doing good. They're all in school. Nina's
All
work.
in school. Venus was from Carver. Yeah, Vinkus. And Danny says it's all good, Megs. But yeah, so we're gonna have that veteran roundtable coming soon. I still got to lock down a couple more podcast hosts to be the organizers of it. But we're going to do, I don't know if you heard earlier, James, but we're going to do a veteran roundtable. We got Triple Threat Vets podcast, Misfit Nation show. I got another guy, I forget the name of his podcast right off the top. DJ Murr is his name. We're going to have him on. And then I'm going to try to lock in a couple more. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring all these podcast hosts online, and we're going to talk about current issues, past issues, and stuff like that. We're going to leave religion and politics out of it because I know that's a struggle button for anybody and everybody, because your opinions might be different from my opinions, and we don't want nobody pissed at each other. So we're going to leave the politics out of it. Then we're going to bring in guests to talk about current issues going on with them and their area. So I think that's going to be a pretty wild episode, because you get 10 veterans on a episode, and all hell's going to break loose, I think.
And Willis already accessed 10 alone, so we're really fucked. But
oh shit!
So my earlier comment does play to it, right?
Oh yeah, yes, Doc, yes.
I can't stop. Oh shit! All right.
Oh hell! He's gonna need to bring in the green one, the purple one,
the noisy one.
Do you prefer KY or do you have a particular brand?
Nah, what does Kentucky have to do with it?
Exactly. You're right.
She's a PB&J.
with some bologna.
Hey! Now I had that earlier. The peanut butter bologna
I
scramble.
bet you. I knew it. I freaking knew it. You weirdo. Like
Fried bologna, mayonnaise. Ugh.
No, he eats peanut butter and bologna.
Do what?
Yes. It is
You weren't wait. You weren't first to try that. Like we had to try it while we were down there. Oh, like Campiro. How did you miss out on that?
No, I wouldn't have tried it. I have standards.
Okay, so this is also where how stealth Doc is. Somehow he missed that because Michelle and I could not get away from it. we're like running. We're like, no. He's like, no, you've got to try it.
You got to try it, man. You can't knock it until you try it. Do you like peanut butter? Yeah. Do you like bologna? Yay or nay?
Yeah,
Try
but
it together.
don't
I'm
like them
telling you.
together.
Yes. I'm telling you, you will thank me for it later. I promise you.
Hey, Forrest, it's not peas and carrots, okay?
Get him, Doc. Get him.
Listen, don't knock it until you try it, bro. James is just sitting over there. He's trying to be stealthy like a ninja over there.
Well, there's so many things I want to say in this conversation. Don't knock it till I try it. I ain't trying dick, but I'll knock it.
I agree with you there. 100%. No, me neither.
I'm gonna take the 0.
I'm good with my goose egg. Actually, I have a gold star. How about that?
Nope. I like it do sometimes. Sometimes I just need to shake my head. I'm good.
But just be glad that's all.
Oh God, I can't even. Oh, there's so many things, but no, I'm good. All right.
And they're all calm.
Candace, to answer your questions, can the Marines wear crown uniforms on Veterans Day? Hell to the no.
What?
Candace put a comment in. She said, can the Marines wear crown costumes on Veterans Day?
That would be fucking. Well, they're going to anyway if they show up in uniform.
I'm about to lose you all on video. I might have to log back in, but
yeah, well, we're about to call it a night anyway.
All right.
Well, about a half hour to go.
Half hour to go.
We can stretch this out.
Well, Megan's about to lose her service. Her phone's dying.
Well, that's why I have more than one phone, though.
It's called a charge bag.
Okay, but right now my headphones are plugged in. And I don't have that fancy dancy splitter charger thing.
Yeah.
So Miss Susan just says not going to happen in this kitchen. So I'm assuming she's talking about peanut butter and bologna sandwiches.
She's a smart lady. That's why Michael's with her.
I'm actually telling you, it's actually pretty good. Now I forget who I was talking to. It might have been Rick Ames. It might have been. I could be wrong, but he said peanut butter and bologna, cheese, American cheese, and mayo.
No, you got too far.
Hey, remember earlier I said something about shaking that head and I take the damn 0?
Yeah. And hey, Megan, Candace is taking the
Remember we were talking earlier about how to say no?
Yeah.
No. No means no.
No means no.
No means
Hey, I found a new phrase to say to my Democratic friends when they tell me I don't need 30 bullets, a 30 round magazine to kill a deer. I don't need 10 shots to cure a common cold either.
There you go.
That's just my 2 cents.
Danny, your head is not fucked, my friend. Unfortunately, when we have trauma, we lock that shit away. Doc will be the first one to tell you that. I'll be the second one to tell you that. James will be the third. Megan will be the fourth. We'll all tell you the same thing. Your head's not fucked. Unfortunately, when we have trauma or when we experience trauma, a lot of that shit is locked away. It's still there. Certain things will make it pop out eventually. Just like me, I was telling you the other day when we were talking on the phone, Danny, that the guys that were in the Humvee with me that day that I fell out of the back of it, I couldn't tell you their names, who it was. I remember faces, but I couldn't tell you their names.
Well, let me teach some of y'all something real quick in case you don't know. Again, I got many years of experience. I am not an educated man, but I've had educated people teach me shit. It doesn't matter if you're a combat vet. It don't matter if you're Susie Homemaker. We have all gone through trauma in our life at some point. Different magnitudes, longer period of time, shorter period of times, whatever the case may be.
Oh
Your
yeah,
brain has this nice mechanism. And when you go through trauma, the left side fires and the right side receives it. When that happens, you're allowed to process it. Now, depending on how bad the trauma is or how often, one of those sides just says, hell with it, I ain't doing it no more. Screw, done. Now you're locked with it. So part of the treatments that they try now with lights and all different kinds of stuff is trying to get those left and right side firing with each other again over a period of time. And that's why, if you think about it, every time you go to a therapist or a psychologist, they ask the questions to make you want to talk. Talking's the key. It's not a cure, but it's like I said the other night, it's that pressure relief valve.
Yeah.
If I can let just a little bit of that pressure out, it's a good chance I'm going to feel just a little bit better. Well, goddamn. If I talk for 10 minutes and let a little bit out, what's going to happen if I talk for an hour?
Yeah.
What's going to happen if I find somebody that I really, really trust that has been there too in a kind of a same situation? Again, it doesn't have to be just combat. You know, talk is the key. Find that person that you can
relate to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So Michael says you sure helped him, James.
I'm glad. I'm honored.
And then
Michael.
And then Danny says Roger been through that. So Danny is agreeing with what your statement there.
You know, I found, when I first came home, we didn't talk about PTSD and trauma and stuff like that. And I was one of those guys that put all my traumas in the back of my head. But like you said, Danny, the right side tells the left side what to do. Not in my case. Neither side was firing at the same point. But what it did is that's what causes your triggers, because they're not recepting each other. So your triggers start taking over. But the best thing to do about triggers is talk about it. It's taken me, what, Dave? How long have you known me? 10 years.
Yeah.
It's taken me, a good 10 years to be able to talk about what happened to me and some of the things I've been through without bawling my eyes out.
Yeah. So I'm Doc, I'm going to give a little bit of your story real quick. Megan, you want me to add that one, Megs? Yeah. All right, hold on. There you are, Megan. So I'm gonna give Doc
Sorry,
a
I
little
just want
bit
to change
of
over
rundown.
phones because I've been listening in. Sorry, I was
No,
trying
you're
to
good.
grab the other phone, but
You're good. I'm gonna give a little bit of Doc's backstory. When I first met Doc, Doc was home-ridden. He couldn't leave his house. It was a struggle for Doc to even go out to dinner with his wife and kids, and it was a struggle for Doc to go to the VA for his VA appointments. Doc was in during Desert Storm and seen some shit. Been through a lot. He was also an EMT paramedic when he got out of the military, and like I said, he was home-ridden for 10 years. He couldn't leave his house. He found a program an equine therapy program that actually started helping him, and now Doc is out volunteering within the community. He's out doing this. He's out doing that. He's been on this podcast a couple times.
Well, you have to give credit to Dogs Helping Heroes too, because I've had 2 dogs and both of them came from there.
Yeah.
And you know, I just can't say enough about the Dogs Helping Heroes program and what those dogs help you with. I mean, even if it's you're going up to McDonald's to grab a Diet Coke, I'll take my dog with me. Just have that other being in the car.
Yeah.
And you know, and people want to talk to you, and I didn't want to talk to people, so they would talk to my dog, and you know, it was hard. And like I said, Danny, I mean, talking about it and getting out there and putting yourself out there and opening up to other people like us, that is the number one thing that's helped me. I'm not saying it will help everybody, but it's the number one thing that helped me.
Hey, Doc. Now, when you first started your journey this last 10 years, how many meds were you on?
About 14.
Now, how many meds are you on, Doc?
Besides my diabetic medicines, 3.
3. And a lot of that you can account for your service dog, equine therapy, and then talking about what you went through.
Right. And you're a big part of that. I mean, I remember one Christmas, and Christmases in that time of year are all my trigger days. And my wife called you because I was in a shitty spot, and you came over with candy, and I will never ever forget that.
Yes, sir. And I'll do that for anybody. If I can get to you, I will be there with bells on. Because that's what we do.
Yeah, and that's what I want to be a part of. Because that's very important.
Yeah, definitely. Megan, are you having struggles over there?
Yes.
Megan, stand by. Wait one.
No thanks. Quit.
What's that, Doc?
I said no thanks. I'm trying to quit.
Hey, so Michael says he's on a list for a service dog May 2025. Now, Michael, I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't know what organization you're going through. Megan will be back, you guys. I don't know what organization you're going through to get your dog. But for me, if you have to wait to May of 2025 to get your dog, there's a problem. That's too long. I will tell you right now, I know of an organization out in Arizona. It's AT&T Veterans Arizona chapter. They have a service dog program. They will train your dog and everything, and then they will actually fly the dog to you free of charge. They worked out a deal with a company that will actually help transport the dog from Arizona to your location. So if you're on a list where you have to wait to May of 2025 to get a service dog, I think you might want to look into maybe a different organization.
Michael, if you're not from the Louisville area, go with that one that Dave just told you about. But if you're from the Louisville area or 200 miles around, check into Dogs Helping Heroes. I mean, their dogs are awesome. They're all rescue dogs. I don't know who rescued my dog or my dog rescuing me, but it is life changing, and you will definitely benefit.
Megan, I don't know if your microphone or headphones working.
Yeah. Anything?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. It was picking up another phone. Was part of the problem.
Yeah, I can hear her background watching the video there.
Okay.
Danny says, "Love you guys. I've never had any problems." Danny, you're right there saying you've never had any problems. I'm going to call bullshit on that because we all have problems. We all serve. We know that everybody has problems, but we love you too. So, but yeah, Dan, if you need to reach out to me, like I told you that night on the phone, I'm here for you, brother. Call me anytime. My
I'll give
phone,
you my number.
uh, I'll give you James's number. I'll give you Doc's number. I'll give you the Meg's number.
Yep.
All right. So, Michael, you're going through K9 for Warriors in Florida.
Oh,
Okay. So, Megan can talk about Canines for Warriors. She's dealt with them. Michelle, I wish she was on here because Michelle's got her dog Ace through Canines for Warriors. Great organization. I won't say anything bad about them. They are a great organization. Unfortunately, there is a uber long, you said 300 plus veterans waiting. Um, definitely on Facebook, look up Daniel McSparron. He's one of my good friends. He's a Navy veteran. He helps run the Arizona chapter of AT&T Veterans. And like I said, they started their service dog program. They could probably get you a dog a lot faster than Canines for Warriors. They also work with a breeder, so they get dogs from the breeder. They don't rescue dogs. I wish they did, but there's nothing wrong with getting dogs from breeders either.
No,
And they have,
my boomer comes from a breeder.
yeah.
yeah.
So,
So, and also, everyone is aware Canines for Warriors gets dogs from high risk kill shelters,
yes.
other shelters, but if you really read it, it also says owner surrenders, which means breeders that are allowing them to take their dogs. Because, for example, you could have somebody that has an allergen issue, and that's how they get their golden doodles. They're not getting those from high kill shelters. There's no way. So,
Right.
yeah, no, I've had my dog. He just had his 9th birthday. Shout out to Blaze. Happy birthday to you. I got him from Canines for Warriors, and he has been an absolute godsend, just like Doc was talking about earlier. And I give Dogs Helping Heroes so much credit that they do a great job of continuing to grow and adapt to the best I've seen from the outside, because I talk to a lot of them, both graduates and people that work on the board, because I live in the area, and I think they've done a really good job. And right now they have a 0 wait list, last I heard. They do, however, do their applications. I believe it's quarterly. Doc, you could correct me if I'm wrong, if you know better.
Yeah, it's an expensive application, but if you need help, you reach out and we'll help you get through the application process and put you in touch with the right people.
So
Now,
I've been hands-on with Canines and Dogs Helping Heroes. Like I said, Dogs Helping Heroes is local here. Canines is out of Florida, and also Texas. They recently opened the biggest shelter in, I think, the U.S., but I hear that might be closing down. So just be aware of that.
It isn't Canine for Warriors all post 9/11.
They used to be. That good. Thank you for bringing that up, Doc. Yes. So they recently changed it, and they've recently had their first Vietnam veteran graduates.
I tried going through them, and they told me they were only post 9/11 vets.
This literally changed, I think, just this last year.
Oh wow!
So it literally just changed, and it's like, so that's what I mean by, I think they just now
You on the bed, James?
Their first few ones.
I was going to say, hell, y'all talking about getting a service dog. I rescued this knucklehead. I can't find nobody to help me train him for less than $3,800. And I just want basic obedience and socialization skills.
That's an easy fix, James. You can do that yourself.
I don't have the patience for it, and I'm gone too much.
No, that's true. It takes consistency. You're right. It's hard. I mean, if you live closer, I'd come training for you.
No, and that's one of those things I wish more organizations would be willing. Now, there are some that are out there, but they're far and few between.
Yeah.
But even then, you would still have to commit at least 3 to 4 weeks. Anything less than that is a disservice to you and the dog.
Yeah.
So that would be 3 or 4 weeks straight, and then you can agree to anywhere from an hour to, and somehow have 2-hour minimums that you're willing to commit to the dog.
Yeah.
And now, once you get them in, like Blaze, like all y'all have seen Blaze, like it's smooth like butter. But that's 7 years now I've had him, and I've never given up, and I've never not corrected him if he's doing something he shouldn't be. Like, consistency is key. Everyone thinks that they get a trained service dog and it's poof, it's just magic from there. You have to stay on top of it.
Absolutely.
So.
It's almost a daily thing.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you're going to be out in public a lot. I have a lot of anxiety when I bring my dog out in public because I had a dog that bit somebody. One of my first service dogs bit somebody, but it wasn't his fault because she stuck her finger in his nose, and I told her numerous. Long story short, but anyway, it causes me a lot of anxiety to take Boomer somewhere. So I'll take him to uh, uh, dinner with me and the family every now and then, but it's a daily obligation for you and that dog to integrate into society, into public.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Candace, what do you mean you have Cassidy on it? I don't know what she means by that.
I don't know.
Maybe she's talking about James' situation, maybe?
I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, so for example, I don't know about Dogs Helping Heroes, but I know that canines, not only after you graduate the 3 weeks or whatever it is, then they want the next 30 days that you and the dog are the only time you're not in some faceted tethered together is if you're taking a shower, practically. You know, and I think that did a lot for building a bond. You know, so again, there's different trainings, different methods, but it takes a lot.
Yeah. So Danny says I take a fucking nuke on my forehead.
What?
I take a fucking nuke on my forehead.
Hey, Megs, do you have to recertify with Blaze?
Yes.
How often? Every year?
So it was 1357, I believe.
Okay, because we have to Dogs Helping Heroes. You have to do it every year.
Every year, right? Which is another thing. Now, do they accept video recertifications? Because Canines does, or is it you have to be able to come all the way back?
But since you're only within 200 miles, they like you to come in.
Okay, that's fine. But you know, with Florida, and since they have been taking care of people nationwide, I think that's why they came up with the video thing.
How far is Parkersburg, West Virginia, from Louisville?
About 5.5 hours.
How many miles would you say?
350.
Yeah, 340, 350.
So he's outside of that 200-mile radius for Dogs Helping Heroes. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Michael, add me on Facebook, Michael, and I'll get with Dan and connect you two together, and he can walk you through what you need to do to talk to them about getting a dog through their. He's in Wheeling, West Virginia. Yeah, so add me, Michael, on Facebook, David Willis Jr. I forget what my profile picture is now, but I'm friends with James. So if you're friends with James, you can find me on his friends list, or you can join our Home Front Sit Rep private group or something, and I'll get you connected with Dan McSparron, and get you squared away. See if we can get you a dog quicker than 2025. I think that's way
I
too.
I didn't hear that part. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's on a waiting list with canines, but Canines for Warriors, but he can't get a dog until May of 2025.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's too long to wait.
No.
You
No.
know?
Yeah. I mean, I waited, and I knew it even as a female because they do women only classes.
Yeah.
Male only classes, and I knew I'd have to wait a little bit longer. So mine was about a year and a half, but that's like that was pushing it. So yeah. I know
Danny,
2025 is not that much further off, but I think there's somebody else, possibly.
So Danny said, "How did I get here?" You clicked on the button and joined us, Danny. I'm glad you did come, though, brother. All right, guys. It is now 10:49. Do y'all want to go to 11, or do we want to call it?
Let's just count backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Six. Oh. No, man. I want to say thank you guys for coming on and being here tonight. Me and Megan, we're like, let's do an impromptu and just have a wide variety of people that came on. With Doc, James, Rick. Man, I can't thank you guys enough for your continued support of me and Megan on this journey of doing this podcast. And then our listeners, our watchers, our loyal people. All right, Michael, we'll talk to you later.
Peace, Michael. Y'all behave.
Yeah, you and Susan be safe out there. But yeah, so thank you to all of our listeners, whether you be on Facebook, whether you be on YouTube. If you can go to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. Peace, y'all. Megan and I, we're at that stage now where we need to come up with an LLC. We didn't want to, but we're getting sponsors that want to sponsor. So can't really sponsor unless you're an LLC. Good thing is, state of Kentucky has a veteran LLC that's free. Oh, something where he posted a picture. So luckily, we should be able to get an LLC for our podcast, and then we're going to have some behind the scenes stuff coming up soon. We're going to have some stuff on the YouTube channel that subscribers can get. Megan and I, we're coming. So a challenge coin. Well, Megan and I are creating something a little different. We're going to come up with a business challenge card kind of sort of thing. Megan's got one that this here. So that's kind of what we're come up with. It's double sided, so you got the front there, and then you got the back. It says one veteran at a time. Then it's got a naked clock with the number 6 at the bottom, representing something that me and Megan say all the time: stay safe out there. We got through 6. So the card Megan has is pretty thin. So we're going to hand those out. We got 300 of those coming. They should be here Sunday, I believe. Laser Force Design helped us with that. We gave him an idea of what we wanted. There you go, Laser Force Design. Created those for us. We also have some thicker ones coming as well. You can't bend them, flex them. So basically, that's going to be our challenge coin, but it's going to be in the shape of a card. We're also going to get some keychains made. Do you have your keychain handy?
It's inside.
No, it's inside. I think mine's upstairs. We might have some tumblers like Megan's got there. What'd you say, Doc?
I want one of those, Megs.
What, one of those?
The tumbler?
Yeah.
Oh, I will personally make sure you get one.
Yeah, we'll make sure you get one. You want a bigger one or a small one?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll just have to
But-
fill it if it's smaller.
But it's got
Yeah,
the 6 as well, and
I like it.
same
I
thing.
think that's awesome.
So that was something that he's just toying around with up there. So here's another.
Hang on, I got it.
Thank you, Candace. So a keychain that says "Home Front Sit Rep with Willis and Megs." Upside
It's really
down.
hard to do this upside down and opposite and backwards.
Yeah. So it's a keychain, "Home Front Sit Rep with Willis and Megs," and then on the back side it says the same thing: "One veteran at a time. I got your 6." Thank you, Danny. Love you, brother. God bless you too, brother.
Strong work, guys.
So, yeah, James, Doc, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for not keeping it awkward with just Willis and I this whole entire time.
Yeah,
Because that guy, I tell you what.
I love when you both come on here.
I
You
love you
both are a wealth of knowledge. So yeah, we got just probably me, Danny, Candace still watching. But anywho, guys, thank you again. James, you be safe on your travels. We'll have to get together soon. Doc, me and you'll have to get together soon.
Yep.
Megan, I'll see your.
Fuck all y'all. You know, whatever. Thanks. Appreciate that.
So, with that being said, man, like Megan and I always say, stay safe
Stay
out
safe
there.
out there. And we got your 6.
Doodles.
Thanks for listening. Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Discrimination will never be tolerated.
Cannot wait to have another great show with you all,
Don't forget, you can find us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify.
or wherever you get your favorite podcast. Stay safe out there. We got your 6.